To adjust highlights and shadows in Premiere Pro 2025. We should use here the right side, and more exactly between these tabs we should have one which is not visible here, and it's called Lumetri Color. You can click on this right pointing double arrow and select Lumetri Color from there also. Okay, now on this window you have basic correction. You can open and close that one, but everything is grayed out because we have to click on the clip itself on the timeline. And now finally we can adjust the highlights and shadows. You can drag the slider, the circle in the top, and now it's making the bright portions darker and the bright portions brighter. So that's why it's called highlights. It's acting mostly on the top portion of the video because that one is brighter. Left and to the right. You can reset back that value if you double click on it, and it jumped back. You can drag the number also in any direction to the left and to the right, and you can drag it even up and down. So drag it up and down, and it's also modifying the value. So that's the highlights, and the same thing for the shadows, left and right, and mostly the lower portion is being modified because that one is darker in this image. You can also click on the number and enter, let's say, a positive value, let's say 50, and press enter, and now it got brighter. And if I enter, let's say, minus 60, then it will get darker. And the same thing, double click on the circle and it will be resetted. By the way, you can close these windows accidentally if you come here to the, let's say, the Lumetri Colors, 3 horizontal lines. And here we have close panel, and after I click on close panel, this one will be closed. Close panel. The same thing for metadata, close panel. You can close these with Ctrl and W also, and notice those are disappearing. I'm pressing Ctrl and W. Okay, and after that you can come here to window and check that Lumetri Color. And then Lumetri Color is shown again. If you want to restore everything here, because let's say with Ctrl W you closed everything and the panel is not shown, then you can come here to Window, Workspaces, select all panels, and then Window Workspaces reset to save the layout. And then all of the windows will be resetted to their default location. For some reason this is slow on this machine. I'm not sure why it's resetting it that slowly. Come on, after around 10 seconds it's here. And at the arrow there is Lumetri Color, from where you can adjust the highlights and shadows inside the basic correction. By the way, you can do a modification, and here at basic correction you can enable it and disable it to see how it looks with and without that modification. On the right side is enabled. So that's how to adjust highlights and shadows in Premiere Pro 2025.